Yeah, and congratulations to all the winners yesterday. Those who are going out, the likes of Samuel Chola, there's always a place to build football, even outside the office. But again, something major was happening when in Team Kenya, you know, for the World Rally was happening. And again, there were big names who are absent at the trials, but again, already they're in the team because you have Fadi Omanyala as one of the star names expected to be flying the flag of this country to Guangzhou, China, when the World Rally happens. It was happening right here at the Nyayo Stadium over the weekend. And one thing that comes out is that much as we have been concentrating on the long distance and middle distance races, there's quite a high traction that is coming now when it comes to the short races, Zita.
Yes, now we can see a lot of new faces coming up. But again, Omanyala, of course, he was not in the trials because alikuwa Botswana for Grand Prix the same days that the trials were happening. But again, I'm happy to see Mary Mora, of course, in the team. I'm happy to see Omanyala. I'm happy to see again the 100 meters. His name.
Otieno.
Yes, Otieno in the team. But I just want to. I hope they're going to do very well in China because I know the World Relay will be happening in 10th to 11th of May. That is in the next 2-3 weeks from now. So preparation, I think they're on the way, ongoing. 53 athletes were invited. It was not an open event. Everyone was invited. 53 of them were invited, and they were shortlisted to the team that will present Kenya in the World Relay that will be in May in China.
How do you like the way the calendar has started this year, especially when it comes to some of those events that we have participated in? Now, this one, we're talking about the World Relay coming up. And just the other day, you remember in Nanjing, we didn't really do so well. Yeah. The kind of competition, some of the names that have been there all the time, we are seeing them. Do you think that we are seeing anything new when it comes to some of these short races?
Yeah, I like the blend that is there between what we've had over the years and some of the new faces coming up. So Kipkurui, the likes of Helen Siombua, Boniface Moraes has been around in the 4x400 meters, and I like the team by the way that has been put out in the 4x400 meters. When it comes to the star names, the likes of Mary Mora started the season in the Grand Slam, and then Omanyala I think has done did his second race over the weekend in Botswana, came in second, running 10.00, and I think he's just getting into his paces. By the time we get to May, he will have done 4 races, which is I think a pretty good competition or preparation. Previously, we've seen him run out of gas for starting the season too early. So I hope that is not going to be the case this year. I hope this is not going to be, where we see him, having been exhausted for running 2 races, because he started in South Africa and then he was in Botswana. I think he's going to Xiamen in the next 2 weeks, and then now go for the World Relays. We definitely have to accommodate the so-called big names, because that's the only way then we can, mentor the young athletes who coming through. But it's good to have a good blend, especially back in the day, we never used to have such a large team going to the World Relays, which means there's interest is growing when it comes to short races, which is good to see. So I hope the team does well in Guangzhou, China.
In Guangzhou. And Kenda, that is what actually the President Jackson Tuwei was saying, that he really has the belief that this time around there's going to be something fresh, something bigger from the team. And when you look at even the performance within Africa, at a time, there's a time that we used to think that short races, it was about the business of the Americans and the Americans. But now you can see there's something also happening, leave alone in Kenya, when you go to Botswana, when you go to South Africa, Akani Simbine, the likes of, Amos and, in Botswana. Do you think the competition is now attracting a place for the Africans?
Yes, I mean, you see, thanks to good structures that have been put up by Athletics Kenya. I mean, very great project by Barnaba Korir as the head of youth development. in the country. Since he took over that position, I think it was just a new department that was started. We've seen the under-18 championship being brought in Kenya. Under-20 is in Kenya. Kipkeno Classic is there. Sirikwa Golden Series is there. Chepsaita is there. And their vision actually is to bring the World Championship in the country. When you have good structures this year, you will always see the fruits. Beatrice Chebet is a product of the under-18. Emmanuel Wanyonyi, project of under-18. Mary Mora, project of under-18. What does it tell you about good structures and good leadership? When you have people who are passionate about taking the sport to the next level, you just see the results coming by themselves, you see. So what I'm trying to say is, even during the Olympics, I mean, the NOC elections are coming on the 24th of this month. We need to have people put in place who not only have vision for their respective federation, but people with a track record of developing their sports in those federations. You see, that's the only way we will have more medals in the Olympics. When we're talking about Olympics, it's not only athletics. It's not only a football. It's not only a tennis. It's not only taekwondo or judo, what. Someone with the vision of developing even other sports, using his knowledge on how they've improved their federation to develop other sports under the National Olympic Committee of Kenya. So when people are making choices come 24th, they need to come up with, elect people with a vision of taking different games to the next level. And the track records speak for themselves. As you've put it, Simbini umeona juzi kitu amfanyia Omanyala.
Akani Simbini of South Africa.
There is another 20-year-old from South Africa.
Coming up very well.
Very well. There's a certain Sudanese, I think, in Australia. When wanasema atakuja kuvunja
gout.
Atakuja kuvunja rekodi ya Usain Bolt. Wana project hivyo. So
diversity iko.
So just nurturing this talent. Wakati wakikimbia kwa shule, I think Shtera kulikuwa na athletics Mombasa, si ndio?
Absolutely.
Hiyo talent vile itakuwa taken to the next level. That's the only way we can develop sport.
That's a challenge, and indeed coming with the elections that we're expecting, that we're going to see that kind of good leadership, that we're going to diversify the idea of different sports taking within our place, within our country. And Shijara, very quickly before we go to Zita, what I'm seeing here is a very good place for our sprinters who have always been known as the poster boys and poster girls when it comes to the idea of marketing athletics, that Kenya is taking this thing now seriously. You see, with Fadi taking the lead.
You see 100 meters and the relays, 4x100 meters, is something that we had agreed as a nation that we can't do it until Ferdinand Omanyala individually came up and showed that it is possible. So what I see is a blend of a very good team that will present us well in China. My friend Marco Tieno, back from that ban, I think he's gaining momentum with time, and we might probably see the best out of him this time round because of the confidence of Omanyala in that relay. And I'm hoping Omanyala will boost his confidence level even as we head into the World Athletic Championship. And I hope that he will use it as a platform to propel him to that level. And even the continuity, Kianda talked about good plans by Athletics Kenya. I'm hoping that even as they nurture natural talent in long races, I'm hoping they are nurturing talent in 100 meters to see that we have continuity, not that 100 meters will end with Ferdinand Omanyala, as it has happened in javelin with Yego, because it was an individual effort, learning from YouTube, not necessarily getting the guidance from Athletics Kenya. There are things that Athletics Kenya has done well, but there are things Athletics Kenya has been shown that can be done well. What are they doing to ensure that there is continuity in the things that they've been shown can be done? And a case in point is the short races.
And indeed, that is Shitera saying that there's always a room for improvement. And indeed, there'll be men and women who will be going to Guangzhou, China, to tell the people of China and the world, ni hao. Zita has those details, and shortly she'll be telling you who are those men and women selected for the team to Guangzhou. Zita?
And as you've said already, Isia, of course, we are going to Minhao, and the team is ready, and the team is there. Of course, they are training now. 4x100, of course, people who are going to represent us are, of course, Meshach Babu, of course, Moses Onyango, Wasika, Isaac Omurwa, of course, will be part of it. Of course, look at, of course, Steve Onyango will be part of it. Talk about the fastest man in Africa, Ferdinand Omanyala, will be part of the 4x100 meters. Mark Otieno, of course, will be part of it. As we go to 4x400, and in women's team, of course, Mercy Odongo Okech will be part of the team. Mary Chebet will be part of the team. Esther Bagari Okanga will be part of the team. Venice, of course, Kerubo will be part of the team. Gladys Mumbe Davis, Helen Siombua Kali, and Mary Mora will be part of the team that will present Kenya in 4x400 meters in women's athletics relay. Talking about the 4x400 meters, of course, men relay, we have Kevin Kipkorir, who did very well in the trials, of course, getting 45.24 seconds in the trials. He was among the fastest people in the trials. Of course, we have Tenenga Brian Onyari will be part of the team. Alan Kipiego, Kevin Kiprotich Tunoi will be part of the team. Boniface Otunga will be part of the team. David Kipirante will be part of the team, and Weissman Were will be part of the team. Of course, Weissman Were did very well, of course, in the last races, and that is the team that will represent Kenya in the world of relay athletics. These are coming 3 weeks from now, of course, in China, and from May 10th to May 11th. That is the team that will be going to China. Back to you, Isia.
Thank you, Zita, indeed.